One question people often ask is, how do you get started? And I would say, start by having the attitude of Christ. Paul talks about the attitude of Christ in Philippians chapter 2, where he says, "Then make me truly happy by agreeing wholeheartedly with each other, loving one another, and working together with one mind and purpose. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out for your own interest alone, but take an interest in others too." I think there are three principles I would elevate from the text, which is working together, elevating others, and building a sense of shared purpose. If we are to help one another, we have to know one another. One of the significant tasks of a community leader is to bring people together. Verse 2 encourages us to be working together. And from a very practical standpoint, it is important to find a consistent rhythm to come together, whether monthly or quarterly. Coming together consistently, breaking bread together, getting to know one another, all of these things create mutual respect, understanding, and trust, which is essential for effective collaboration. It's also important to recognize that people value different parts of coming together. Some people come for encouragement, others for equipping. Some come to learn about resources, and finally, some come together to build connections. All of our best gatherings feature some element of these four primary components: to encourage, equip, resource, and connect. The second principle I find in Philippians is the imperative to elevate others. Verse 3 says, "Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves." Rich Harwood is a brilliant community strategist, and he encourages us to be outward facing. For God's people to work together effectively, we have to look beyond our own mission and our own agenda. And one of the most effective meeting formats we have used to accomplish that is something we call opportunities and roadblocks. The meeting format has three elements. Once we get caught up and get started, we start by going around the table with each of us sharing the one opportunity we are most excited about in the coming months. And once everyone has had a chance to share, we take another trip around the table with each of us sharing what is the unique roadblock you face. What is it that keeps you from moving forward? Finally, we challenge everyone in the room to, before you leave today, find one person you can help to overcome their roadblock. The third principle I find in Philippians is to discover a sense of shared purpose. Verse 2 encourages us to be of one mind and purpose. In San Antonio, that singular purpose is wrapped up in a fundamental statement of belief, which is this: we believe God desires to redeem and restore marriages in San Antonio by His power and for His glory. And what I love about this statement is that it doesn't say anything about us individually or even about our organization. It helps us understand that it is God who is moving powerfully in our community, that He is about the work of redeeming and restoring marriages, and our work for each of us is to join Him in that work. I never ask someone to be a part of the marriage initiative. I ask them to be a part of what God is doing. I don't thank them for serving the marriage initiative. I thank them for serving God's purposes in our city. Starting a marriage movement in a city begins with having the attitude of Christ and following the command to come together, to elevate others, and to be of one mind and purpose.